Hi, I'm Sandra from freedomsuccesscoaching.com and welcome to my video blog. And today we're going to do something fun with money. We're going to do a little trick as a way to bring more money to you. And it's to do with making money your friend and giving money a special place in your life, like you'd give your friends and family a special place in your life, so that you can start to make friends with money and build a rapport with money. Money is something that is just energy, and it's an energy that flows. It comes and it goes, it comes and it goes. And it tends to be attracted to people who like it. So one way to help you establish a relationship with money is to treat it as something that is special or sacred. Now, I know in a lot of spiritual traditions, money and sacred and spirits are actually mutually exclusive. And it's a shame, because it doesn't have to be like that. All things material, whether it's money or in the old system of bartering, maybe fabrics or chickens, everything is sacred. Everything on this planet is sacred. And because money is so important to our security and important to being happy and feeling that sense of freedom, it is something that is sacred in a way, and we can make it like that. We can make it a part of the wonderful things in life. We can make it part of the abundance in life. It doesn't have to be the negative thing that it's made out to be. So one way that you can do that is to anoint your money. Now, this is to do with working with cash. You can also do this with cards, but be very careful if you're using oil on cards, because you don't want it to end up on the magnetic strip and not be able to get it back if you stick it in the auto teller, because it's swallowed it because the oil's upset the electronics or whatever's going on. So with cards, I would say to do a very, very, very light touch, but definitely if you still use cash like I do, because I do like cash, I like the feel of it, the smell of it, certainly do this. Now, this is an Australian $50 note. Our money is made out of a sort of a plasticky material. I don't know with other currencies what they make them out of these days. So just go easy with the oil, particularly if they are still being made out of paper, because the oil will leave a mark on paper. So be very, very careful that you're going to use a very small amount of oil. I'm using patchouli oil. Patchouli oil has long been associated with money, and when you smell patchouli, it has a very woody scent, and that woodiness is a very, very earthy scent. So it has been often used in money. The same with cinnamon. If you have cinnamon oil, you can use that. Or if you've actually got cinnamon, the spice itself, you can either sprinkle it on your money. And I know this sounds a bit woo-woo, and quite frankly, I don't care if it's woo-woo, because I am a bit woo-woo. But it's fun. It appeals to our psychological sense of creativity and fun, and this is what we need to do to get us out of our heads and out of our serious thinking and into being more playful, because that's where the fun is, being playful, being creative. So have fun with these sorts of things, okay? You don't have to take them such seriously. It's having fun with money. So what do you do with the oil on the money? Take a tiny little bit of oil, okay? Just a little bit. And if you've got too much, maybe just rub it into the other finger, because as I said, you don't want to put too much on, particularly if you're working with materials that are very susceptible to being affected negatively by the oil. Or if you don't, as I say, if you don't have the oil, use the actual spice. You can do that too. The idea is really just to do something. So if you have initials of your name, like the initial of your first name, if you have a second name, and your surname, or just your first two initials of your name. So if it's, Mary Johnson, it'd be MJ, or you can put anything on it really that's to do with you. So it could be your nickname even. It could be a name that you like, that people might call you as a nickname, or something, but something that a name you really do feel connected to, And just putting with the finger that you just put the oil on, just putting your initials on, putting the oil, writing your initials with the oil on the $50 note. And do that with all of your notes. So you're just inscribing on the note your initials. And then you can smell the note, and hopefully it will smell of patchouli or cinnamon, depending on what it is that you're using. And do that with all of your notes, and do that whenever you get a new note. And while you're doing it, just say, come back to me threefold. Come back to me threefold. Come back to me threefold. Have fun with it, see how you go with it, and see what it does. Because you may notice that your money will flow to you a lot more, and that you'll always have money that you need to get you what you need at the time. Remember, money isn't about having wealth, as in having a lot of money or a lot of assets. That relationship with money is in knowing that the money is always going to be there. And it may not be in your bank account, but think of it as being in the universal bank account and something that you can access whenever you need it. Because that's really where the power is in money magic, in abundance magic, and in the money mindset. So money mindset doesn't have to be about being a millionaire. Because a lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people don't want to put that kind of work into building wealth in that way. It's about knowing that the money's always there when you need it, and that it can come to you when you need it, without necessarily having to be wealthy. And that's really what money mindset's about. So try that little tip, and you can even let me know how you go with it. So I'm Sandra from freedomsuccesscoaching.com, and I'll see you on the next video.